Good morning. It's foodie time. Hello, y'all. How you doing? I'm getting ready to start up my banner here. I'm getting a little more organized. Trying anyway. But anyway, how was everybody's weekend? My weekend. It's awesome, y'all. But I'll get to that later. First, I want to just say this is a Connect and Grow channel. Welcome. We help people in the community to grow and we support each other with all kinds of things, everything from watch hours, subscriptions to just information on how to do things like go live and also, shorts, all kinds of things. So it's great. We support each other. I feel so lucky to be in this community. And if this is your first time here, welcome. If you came for the replay instead of the live, please type a comment or say hashtag replay or something in the comments so that I can connect with you. And thank you for coming to the chat. You guys, I had a great weekend. Can you tell? Now, how long has it been since I've said I had a great weekend? But it really was. It was a good weekend. And you guys, one of the things that I always joke about is, at my age, we won't talk about what that is. If you've been on my Foodie's Food Life channel, you know what my age is. Most of y'all know anyway. But I've got something special to tell you about what happened this weekend. I was in a pickleball tournament. I know a lot of people think pickleball, they go, oh, it's for old people. It is for old people, and I do qualify for that. So I don't take any I don't care what people say that because I think it's amazing to be able to compete in a sport after you hit, Medicare age. Okay. So many people out there that are in their 70s and 80s. I'm always excited. Well, Jorge and I got into this tournament this weekend. And I'll be honest with you guys, I had really low expectations because, first of all, I've only been playing pickleball since like last November. Okay. And a lot of the people that play in the tournaments, they've been playing for years. So I said to Jorge, I said, well, we might as well get our feet wet and try and get used to this. People were like, come on, do it, do it, do it. And you say do it to me enough times, I'm going to do it. But guess what happened, guys? Can you believe that? Okay. We won second place in the pickleball tournament. Oh my gosh. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Jorge, how the heck did that happen? But we have been getting better. So, this is what I do at nighttime. This is why y'all never see me on at nighttime because we play pickleball like 3 times a week. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that. But isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely crazy? I'm gonna start saying hello to everybody in the chat because I see the chat moving and I want y'all talking about me today, okay? So let's start off with Scott Smith. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, foodie, driving and listening. Hey, welcome to the chat, sir. So glad that you are here and listening to us. Life with Tanisha coming in with information. She's so wonderful. She always comes in with good information. Okay, here we go. Good morning. Happy National Rotisserie Chicken Day. Hey, no, rotisserie chicken. Yeah. It's something that my mom used to make all the time. So it's sort of a home meal for me. I love that. National Bubba Day. Okay, this is the funny thing about Bubba Day. Did any of y'all know a Bubba? I knew a Bubba. And the Bubba that I knew when he was young, he was very precocious. He didn't say anything. He was quiet. But we had no idea that Bubba was going to be fabulous queen when he grew up. Bubba became this beautiful woman. And I mean, queen, okay? Eyelashes, perfect makeup, perfect hair. You can't call him Bubba no more. It just don't even make sense. And not only that, his name is Yvette now. So there you go. But I was like, things that happen in childhood sometimes do not relate to what happens when people grow up. And he was proof of that. Gosh, the man is gorgeous. I was just so jealous. So there you go. That's my National Bubba Day story. Bubba is now Yvette. Bubba, love you, sweetie. You're gorgeous. So jealous. National Leave the Office Early Day. Okay, none of us did that. National Rocky Road Day. Yeah, I'm telling you, that is okay. So far, that's my favorite day. An International Volkswagen Bus Day. Okay, yeah. Every time I see one, I think of Scooby Doo, but I get it. Have a great day on purpose. Yes, it's Monday, y'all. It's Manic Monday. Busy, busy, busy. We're all trying to get stuff done. I'm still working on a vlog, y'all. Listening as I get ready to leave to take mom to her doctor's appointment. It's a thing. I get that. I really do. Hey, Antoinette and Fun, welcome to the chat. Good morning, Foodie. And then she says, good morning, friends. And then next in the chat is Zach, Coca Culture. Good morning, Mrs. Vicky. Thank you, Zach. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Tanisha, everybody saying hello, hello, hello. And I love that we are such a friendly chat. So friendly. Hey, there's Controversial Cruising. Hello, Scott. Saw you already on Conscious Cruiser. Loved you guys' subject matter. In fact, I'd love to talk about that. The least favorite island, or least favorite port and most favorite port. That is a big deal. People don't really talk about ports that much. We talk about cruises. We tend to not talk about ports. And it's a kind of an understood thing. Everybody seems to know which ports that everybody doesn't like, and then what ports are favorite ports. And I heard you say, Scott, that you like Grand Cayman. Now, funny thing, I have a friend in Grand Cayman, and this is so crazy. She lives in Grand Cayman, and I have yet to go there to visit her. What's wrong with me, right? Scott, how are we doing today? I told you, I am excited, so excited that we won something. First medal I have ever got in my life. So I'm just freaked out. So still everybody's saying hello. I tell you, Danny Dizzle. Hey, Danny, you're back, right? Danny, did you have a good time? Oh my gosh. Welcome into the chat. So yeah, everybody's saying hello. Texas Cruiser. Hey, Texas Cruiser. It's foodie time. It really is. Dude, I heard you're holding out Galveston. Look, I was watching the television, y'all, and I was walking by, and I heard Jeremy say, well, we won't be in Southern Texas anymore. And I was like, what? I stopped dead in the middle of a step. It was like, what? Did he just say they're leaving Galveston? Dude, that is so huge. But now, Texas Cruiser, Rick, I guess you're holding down Galveston, right? Oh my goodness. I was just like, that is huge. That is huge. I never thought you guys would leave Galveston. But, I don't really know where you were before. So I won't lie to you. I don't know. So there you go. But everybody's still saying hello. Hello, hello. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Roll that beautiful bean footage. He's talking about I've got a couple of clips of the group cruises. I'm so excited, man. Becoming bountiful in group cruises, yeah. But if you have a clip about your group cruise, please send it to me. I will show it. So there you go. There you go. And here we have Miss Denise Fanice. Hello, Denise. Good morning. She said, Vicky, hey, how are you doing? I think about Joey Tribbiani every time I say, how you doing? Some of y'all know, some of y'all have no idea what I'm talking about. Travel Cake Trips, back from their trip. We're all right. Love the intro. Back from the cruise on NCL Gym. Woohoo! So much fun. Lots of videos and a sneak peek coming very soon. Yay! I love the sneak peeks. I got to tell you, I really get into the shorts people put out for videos. And then if you put out a sneak peek and then later put the video in there, I promise you I will see it, because I always, when I watch a short, I always look to see what video is related to the short, especially if it was an awesome short. Then you got to look and see, where did this video come from, or at least take a peek at the person's channel and see what else they're into. It's a lot of people don't think about that when they see a short, but I do every single time. And I love Bill Armstrong. Bill, I call you every kind of name, dude. But anyway, I love Bill's shorts when he does a short, and he always puts a related video of another short similar to that short. So it's kind of funny. It's like you're following a little trail, of shorts. But yeah, I love it. So I can't wait, Kathy, to see your vlogs. I know that editing, though, oh my gosh, you guys. This weekend, I tried so hard to get my brain into the mindset of finishing my vlog. Y'all know, sometimes it's a struggle, especially if the vlog is like 30 minutes long and you're sitting there going, this is me. It took me like 2 hours. I'm not exaggerating. The first like 10 minutes, I kept messing with it, trimming it, pushing it back, moving this there, and I'm thinking to myself, why? Nobody cares about that part. Why are you getting so caught up? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Sherman, hey, Sherman, CNS Travels. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Sherman. Yeah, I'm talking, just running my mouth again this morning. I hope I don't get behind. I know y'all are thinking, okay, she's already behind. I'm going to surprise y'all today. I'm going to try and get through here without losing my voice. Oh, man. Tanisha says, okay, I'm listening, but stepping away from the iPad to get ready to leave the house. Okay, dear. Well, thank you for listening. And Travel Cake Trip says, LOL, Scott. I actually was saying roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay, was it something I said? Must have been one of the days of the day. Oh my gosh. So everybody's saying hello. Zach said, did you get a medal, Vicky? Yes, I got a medal. You know what? What's cool about this medal is what it says. Championship Series. Can you see that? And then Pickleball Club. Ace Pickleball. Now, there was no money involved, Zach, because in order to be in the tournament where you get cash, you have to be in first place. And we got the silver. And the first place team beat everybody, of course. I mean, they beat everybody. I just sort of laughed about it. I said to Jorge, I said, well, shoot, if they beat everybody, I don't even feel bad about them beating us. They were kicking butt. But it is what it is. We just have to keep practicing. And I'm thinking about, because I heard the guy say from the first place winner say that they took lessons from this guy who I know. His name is Paul, and I've already met him. I played with him on some random situation, and I thought, this guy is good. I had no idea he was an instructor, y'all. But anyway, and he was giving me tips and stuff, like he was trying to tell me a good time to dink the ball, which is when you just kind of hit it over the net, and when's a good time to lob the ball up in the air over their heads. And I was like, I was paying attention. So I think that really helped me on this tournament. But when the guy said, the first place winner said that he took lessons from that guy, I was like, uh-oh, I got to take lessons from that guy. I mean, come on. Ryan, good morning, all working and lurking. There's FedEx coming in with a package for your place. Oh, my goodness. So everybody's still saying good morning. And a few other things. LMAO, great minds think alike, TCT. Yeah, you guys both have great minds. Oh, hit the like button, everyone. Yes, thank you. We got 20 people in here, y'all. But anyway, the like button. Okay, there we go. Okay. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you. I mean, not Scotty, Scott. Too many Scots, y'all. We are Scottish today. If Scotty shows up, we will have 3 Scots. That is a lot of Scots. Yes, thank you for the congratulations. Kathy Mills, good morning. Welcome to the chat, Kathy. We aren't really talking about cruising yet. Good morning, Denise. Hope you are well. Okay, we're not talking about it yet, but we're going to talk about it. Oh, I know, go get them, right? Go get them. I was so excited, y'all. I'm really not that competitive. I haven't played a sport since I was 40, maybe. maybe younger than that. Probably I played on a softball team with Jorge when we first got married, so it's been a while. But I haven't played in a sport in a long time. Been taking kids to sports forever, okay, and grandkids. Yeah, that is way cool. I agree with it. Oh, and Travel Cake Tube says, so nice, Vicky and Jorge. I was really, really excited. Travel, yes, we see. Hi, congratulations. Welcome to the chat. Forgot to turn off this craziness. I don't want you guys to have to hear all that because, I my phone tends to ring. Yeah, it does. So not yet. Usually in the afternoon. Thank you, Sherman. Uh, we got some pickle people here. Some pickle people. So I don't just wear the pickleball shirts. I actually play pickleball, but it's a fun thing, and you can do it on ships. They have pickleball on just about every ship. Even Virgin Voyages has pickleball, and they have a very small basketball court. So I don't know how. I was going to find that out before we had to cancel that trip, but oh well. I'll find it later. It looks heavy. It is heavy. It is heavy. It is heavy. But that's okay. I wore it proudly, and I'm going to hang it somewhere. Jorge has another medal. He's been playing a little bit longer than me, and he plays in tournaments. That was my first real tournament, so I was pretty excited. Sometimes things happen that you're just not expecting. It's so cool, right? Okay, everybody still saying hello to everybody. I'm going to scoot on down the chat so we don't get too far behind. Also, I want to talk to you guys about my subject matter, which was when Scott and Elisa and Chet were talking about least and favorite ports. Do you guys have a favorite port? And if you do, tell me why, because I'm curious. I always say to Jorge, we need to pick places with better ports because lately we just keep going to the same ports over and over again. And I know some of y'all have that experience as well. In fact, the only thing new in the port we're going on in the next couple months here in July. Oh, JJ Ventures, welcome to the chat. Hi. How are you doing, Jen? How are things going? And then we got the Bud Files. Hey, Bud Files, bringing in the sunshine. We got 60, I think it's up to 65 degrees now, here. And it is sunny, though, so that's the good news. But welcome in, Sue. What was it saying? Oh, yeah, ports. So, I was listening to Scott talking about his favorite port. I don't remember what Elisa said was her favorite port. I know Chet just loves to travel. He gets excited. He's like me. He's just excited to be there. So I didn't hear what his was, but you guys know what my favorite port is. It's also my favorite place. It's the place I would love to retire because they don't have hurricanes and they always have perfect weather, and that's Curacao. I love Curacao. Now, Aruba is right next to Curacao. Yeah, I get that. But Aruba is much more expensive than Curacao is. So there you go. Everybody trying to say hello to everybody. We're funny. Travel Cake Trip says, hello. Ryan, I approached a couple at the cruise port thinking it was you all. LOL, hilarious when they said no, but made new friends. Kathy, that is hilarious. Yeah, I do that a lot. But sometimes you see people when you least expect it. I was in Vegas a couple of years ago and ran into some people I knew here in Louisville. And we were just walking down. And then also one of my longtime friends who lives in Texas saw him in Vegas. Didn't know he was in Vegas. He saw me. We were like, what are you doing here? So you never know who you're going to run into when you're out traveling. Nettie, yay, hi Nettie, welcome into the chat. Good morning, she says. Everybody say hello to everybody else. Okay, now we're down to everybody. I think everybody said hello, maybe not. Rick says, I'm almost finished writing my next newsletter. It's really out of cruising left field. I will post it today. Okay, well, that's good to know. Okay. I love it when people tell me what they're about to post. Eddie, yo. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Eddie. I was thinking, Eddie, about all the people that have helped me along the way coming into this journey. And of course, you were one of the first people I ever met. You and Sea Lake Journeys. Actually, I met Chet too. I forgot about that, but I did. I remember thinking, that there were so many people that were just starting when I first looked at it, because at that time I wasn't even really a creator. I was more just a supporter. I'll celebrate the Rocky Road Day today. Kathy, that sounds exciting. Good morning, Eddie. Eddie, I was thinking about that burger that you're going to get at Guy's Burger in 2027. Hey, if you can't eat the whole thing, we could just get one and cut it in half, and you can have half and I can have, because I have also, eating disorder. So your eating disorder is not a disorder. It has to do with your health. Mine also has to do with my health, but it is also an eating disorder. I am addicted to food. So there you go. But I try not to get too carried away on cruises. It's hard. There's always so much good food and desserts. I was watching some guy on YouTube yesterday. He came on after somebody else I was watching. I was watching y'all, and then all this crazy stuff always pops up after y'all. Part of it's my husband's fault because he watches a lot of health stuff on YouTube and sports. So this guy was talking about, the glucose goddess, or whatever her name is, Jessie. She was saying you should only eat sweets for dessert. I said, she obviously has never been on a cruise. Nanny said, yesterday was intergenerational day, and my mom and my daughter and JT went to brunch to celebrate my 68th wedding anniversary. Yay! No way. 68, wait, that must be a mistype, because you aren't even 68. Okay, maybe your 48th wedding anniversary. I don't know, Danny. That's pretty funny. Okay, but congratulations, Danny Dizzle. I had a blast in popped, LOL. Okay, I think that one got auto-corrected. I hate autocorrect. I send some of the funniest, I don't know about y'all, but I send some of the funniest texts because autocorrect really messes with me on my phone. No telling what I'm liable to say. If I talk to you on my phone through text and it looks crazy, it was autocorrect, and I forgot to check and make sure it didn't do that. Life with Lucia and Glenn. I watched their live yesterday. And Lucia, I had no idea you were so talented. I knew you could play the piano and I knew you could sing, but that was the first time I watched you sing. Usually when I watch you guys video, I watch the food stuff, because it catches my eye. Whenever if you want to get my attention, do a vlog on food or going to eat food or something to do with food, and I will definitely look at it. But yesterday I tuned into Lucia and Glenn, and they were talking about how they're going back to Japan and then back to Japan and then back to Japan. And I was like, is one of y'all Japanese? Tell me the truth. I don't know. I was just like, okay, now why do they keep going back to Japan? But anyway, good morning and thank you for the moderator status. You're welcome. And you know what? I don't know who I gave moderator status to. When I first started this, I gave everybody who was there moderator status. I was like, if y'all showed up, you must be my moderators. But thank you for noticing that you have moderator status. Uh, Eddie, going to bed. See y'all. Have a good rest, Eddie. When somebody tells me they're going to bed, I know, especially this time of the day, that they must have had a rough morning. Okay. Oh my goodness. You have a good rest, dear. Oh my goodness. Wendy. Hi, Wendy. Wendy's one of my friends here. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, we're talking about something that's close to your heart, and that is ports. Okay, what is your favorite port, Wendy? I'm curious, especially since Wendy is one of my clients. I'm really curious, Wendy. What is your favorite port? Nettie, CNS. Everybody's saying hello, ciao. You have a good rest, Eddie. Yes. What is your favorite port? Life with a good. Yes, you missed me. I did. Rick says, I'm your Galveston connection, born and raised in the area. Okay. Okay. So we suspect that you're going to stay for a while. When he said that, I mean, it just totally messed with my head, y'all. I could not believe he said that they were leaving. So y'all are, I don't know if Jeremy or Shirley here, but if you are, question, you're in Dallas. Is that where you're going to stay? Life with Lucia and Glenn will be there next year for Booze Cruise. I hope you are coming. Texas Cruiser. Yeah, that's out of Galveston, right? Okay. Okay. I think that the Booze Cruise is out of Galveston. I don't have that clip. And right now, Jeremy can't send me that clip because he's not even at home. He's in Dallas, I think. Kathy said, hey, saw a couple of your videos, Lucia and Glenn. We'll be watching up on some more soon. Some awesome videos. When you guys go out of town, like yesterday I was watching Nettie, and they were in Australia, in Sydney, actually, which, by the way, Nettie, you are so funny. Well, I like how diplomatically you said something about the food, though. That was hilarious. You said it was okay. I mean, but the way you said it, I knew you really did not like it. But some of the stuff you said, you got such a dry sense of humor. It just cracks me up. I want the nickname Chia Pet just for you, Danny Dizzle, the spectacular supporter. Chia Pet. Okay. I haven't heard those words in a long time. I don't even think most of the people in here know what a Chia Pet is. Okay. Most people have no idea. You're really telling your age when you say certain words, okay? That people have no idea what you're talking about. When I said the Archies and Sugar, a lot of people were like, what? The Archies had a song? I mean, seriously, a lot of people have not heard that song before. Yeah, the gym. Lucia says she loved the NCL gym. Sounds, I haven't taken an NCL cruise since we went to Cuba back in the day when you could go to Cuba. We went to Cuba on the NCL Joy Sky, one of those small NCL ships. Rick, sounds like a great time. Now, speaking of ports, that port, going to Cuba was wow. That was so different. But I got to tell y'all, the water, the beach in Havana, the one that we finally got to, it was crazy. Angie! Hey girl, hi. She says, I'm not coming in first no more because y'all just too competitive. Hey girl, how are you doing? I was thinking about you this morning because I'm planning to go to the meetup, which is going through right now on the group list, maybe. But I'm thinking of going to the meetup in Helen next year, and we got to figure out a way for you to go to. And I'm going to try and figure out a route for us. We'll see how that goes. A route that works for both of us, okay? That's what I would like to see happen. If you don't want to do that, I understand. But I do want you to come with me. Life with Lucy and Glenn. Oh, yeah. God help anyone going on that cruise. Yeah, that's true. When we get together, and you can see from the banner. We got a few cruises for 2025. In fact, I'm going to change it right now to 2026. So I hope you saw what you wanted to see on this one because it's about to change. There goes Ryan's MSC World America Gobble and Go cruise. Yay! I saw Travel Yes We See's World America World America Cruise vlogs this weekend, and wow, you guys, that the stuff that they showed, I was mesmerized. I was like, y'all were in the party, right? Y'all, Travel Yes We See was in the party. Okay, they should go to the, just if you don't believe me, go to the channel and look at the vlogs for World America. Ryan, I was impressed. Okay, that was the side I hadn't seen yet of World America, but I do know MSC parties hard. So a lot of people don't know that. They think Carnival has the fun party vibe and everything. After you see those videos, as Travel said, Carnival, check it. Check it. Travel Cake Trip says there was so much to do in the gym. Loved it. Okay, well, I can't wait to see what y'all did. Everyone calls me that. Danny Dizzle, the spectacular supporter. Okay, that's cool. So Lucia was singing and playing the piano on her live yesterday. And I missed it the first time because I came in late. I don't know what I was doing, but I came in late and I didn't know. So when I went back to watch the replay, I was just sitting there with my mouth hanging open like, okay, I'm glad I came back and saw the replay because I totally missed that part when I came in. Travel Cake Trips was editing all day Saturday and part of Sunday. I had planned to do that. It just did not work out. And hopefully we'll finish up that sneak peek today. At least that is the plan. I had planned to also release a short, and I'm going to do that today because it just don't even make sense. It's been so long since I posted something besides this. Now, I don't know. Only Scott and Ryan and people who, and Zach and all the people in here who do this a lot. I don't know if posting my live every day this way is actually counting as posting every day. I know that didn't make any sense. But I have not been posting vlogs and I need to. I mean, seriously, y'all. That was what I intended to do when I first started this, okay? Travel Cake Trips. We can see the medal and the words are correct, meaning not backwards, LOL. I could hit mirror, but ain't no telling what it's liable. Oh, ain't no telling what it's liable to. Yay! What it's liable to show later on. How many more times you gonna show that medal? I don't know. Ain't no telling how many times. Pledge plays. Hey, pledge plays. Hi, welcome to the chat. Hello, my friend. Can't stay long as I am at work, but I saw you live and wanted to drop a comment and keep doing your thing. Thank you, pledge plays. Y'all need to go to that channel too because he has, I guess it's games. I don't know. It's pretty cool, but you're like watching these stories. I felt like I was watching like Game of Thrones or something. I was trying to watch it. Ah, goodness, yeah. You guys have such interesting stuff. Are you lurking out there, Scotty J? Travel Cake Trips asking. Crystal's World. Hi, Crystal's World. Good morning, foodies. Welcome to the chat, dear. Happy Monday morning. I was telling Jeremy and Cheryl that if there wasn't for Tuesday, we'd be stuck in Monday. We gotta have a Tuesday, okay? Anyway, Sherman says Vicky is going to start a pickleball training YouTube channel. That ain't happening. Sherman, many things may happen. I've already got 3 channels. That is not going to happen. I can't even train my family because I get so impatient. It's like, it's so easy. You're making it so hard. It's a very easy game. Some people make it much harder than it is. If you can play table tennis, you can play pickleball. because it's the same kind of swing and you're not really moving around that much. People think it's like tennis. It really is not. It's, in my mind, it is farther away from tennis than ping pong is because you are like moving to the left and then you're moving to the right. That's it. You only get a little box. It's not that intensive. Yeah. So I mean, you will have to have bursts of energy occasionally where you run to like a corner or something like that. But other than that, no. Other than that, it's just like tennis. I mean, table tennis, not like real tennis. Crystal's World says, I hope all is well, foodies, and I hope all is well with everyone. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you for coming in. Floaty booty. Travel Cake Trip says, to Danny, hope you had a great time at the wedding. I have a feeling she did. Savage Batman. Hey, Batman. Welcome into the chat. Danny says, I did, TCT. I have some pics of my Instagram and Facebook. More to come once they get the professional pictures from the photographer. Cool. Nettie's sharing her link. Thank you, Nettie. And Sherman saying, Batman, hope you're doing good. Me too, Batman. I haven't seen you around a lot. Hope you're doing okay. You know, sometimes you guys disappear. I get worried. I'm like, where'd they go? And then I remember, oh, they went on a cruise. We disappear for weeks at a time, y'all, because we go on cruises. And some of us, like Nettie, disappear for a whole month. No. Nettie went on a trip all the way across the world. So did Bill. Bill really was gone for a long time. I was watching his lives though. Hey, CNS Travel, I'm good. How are you doing, CNS Travel? So everybody's chatting with everybody else. I'm going to come down a little bit here, try to get a little bit ahead of the chat. Thank you for showing your link, Travel Cake Trips. Travel we see, travel yes we see. I get two of the yeses. It seems like the regular English yes I can't get to. Cozumel is best all around basic port, cheap, tons of stuff to do, safe. Good to know. I go to Cozumel a lot. You know, I need to branch out a little bit. And Travel Cake Trip says, oh, love the way you have the cruises scrolling below your live. Oh, yeah, you were not here when I made the executive decision to stop reading the group list because it just took too much time. And I was like, you know, after a while, I said it was getting monotonous for me. I know it was getting monotonous for y'all. So I thought, plus, Kathy Mills said to me, could we put it in chronological order? And I was thinking, okay, I was already thinking about this, and then I put it in chronological order in the banner. So yay! So figured out how we could do it. Girl, since you've been gone, some stuff, I'm going to show you some stuff. If I can get to the bottom of this chat, I will show you some stuff we've been doing here. But just a couple things that we started doing, a little bit different. You know, everybody. Travel, yes, we see, says best exotic port, Sydney. Again, yeah, Nettie has some good video of Sydney. Oh, yeah, when you guys didn't go up that tower, I cracked up because when I first saw the tower on the bridge, Nettie, I thought to myself, I ain't going up cheap once you get there. Sydney's cheap once you get there. Nice people. Good to know. Travel, yes, we see. They are pinnacles. So travel, yes, we see. You being pinnacles in Royal is amazing. 700 nights. I keep thinking about that. So I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to have to go and look at your stuff and see, you know, if you have any stuff that has to do with being a pinnacle. Not like I'm close. I'm just a diamond. PK Venture Travels. Well, we're almost Diamond Plus, I think. I don't know. Well, we will be at Port Canaveral this July for the Vista. Ooh, LOL. So the Vista. That's funny. What week are you going to be in Port Canaveral? Because we're going to be in Port Canaveral too in July. So now I'm curious. And so is, well, I think maybe it's August though. Scotty's also supposed to be there around that time. So now I want to know what week y'all are going to be there. I get to meet Ryan in July. Can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. He's a FedEx person. Okay. He delivers packages. Yeah. Kudos to him because he's not really a FedEx person. He has a code word for subbing to your channel, which is I deliver packages to your place, which is so cool, which is why we call him FedEx. Glenn said, like is done. Yay! Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Oh, and welcome to the chat, Glenn. Look, I was so excited about the like. I forgot to tell you. Welcome. Welcome to the chat, dear. Boo hi. I cannot say that. I'm gonna call you Boo because hey, Boo, like done, host. Thank you, sweetie. This is a new friend. I cannot pronounce her name. And I'm not sure if that's your name, but I am going to call you Boo because that's the part that I think I can say. And thank you for the hearts in the chat too. And welcome to the chat, Boo. And also, if you are new to the channel, type hashtag grow. A lot of people have already done it. Nightbot will show your link so people can connect with you. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate y'all. New here. Question mark. So he's saying, are you new here? Connect and share on I Love Foodies Vacations Facebook group. Oh, thank you, Scott, being so helpful. This is my Facebook group called I Love Foodie Vacations. Kind of fits, right? And it started out as I Love Vacations, and I threw foodies in there later when I became a channel, so, because my friends were there and they do love vacations and they do love me. So it just made sense, right? Anyway, Nettie says, with typing on my phone too small to type. Oh my gosh, yes. It was my parents' 60. Oh, your parents' 68th anniversary. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think so. No, it wasn't your anniversary. My dad passed 4 years ago. Oh, totally get that. But we still take her out. Oh, that's good. That is so good. I am a crazy texter, LOX. LOL. 4 years ago. Oh, girl. But your mom, she's like over 90, right? I think you told me that. Bless her heart. It's hard. I can't imagine, being with somebody that long and then, all of a sudden they're gone. That has got to be rough. But at least you guys are trying to give her, her props and all. That's awesome. Sherman, Alaska and Hawaii would have to be my favorite port so far. Wow, Sherman. I have to admit, I agree with the Hawaii one. I've only been to Alaska by plane, so I really don't know what the port is like, but it's probably pretty awesome. When you think about the fact that both of those places are in the United States or part of the United States, isn't that crazy? So beautiful. Texas Cruiser, if I move anywhere, I would move to the Caribbean. I agree, but I would go all the way down to Curacao. Because they don't have hurricanes. I'm not a hurricane person. The idea of having to leave your sugar, the idea of having to leave your home. That's the part that really messes with me. It's one thing when you're in a tornado and it takes part of your condo away or your house away. It's a whole nother thing when you have to pack up your stuff and go somewhere, evacuate. It just feels so crazy to me, but I guess people in those areas are used to it. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Yay! Good morning, Scotty J Travels. We know you. We knew you were out there somewhere. Whoop, whoop. Welcome to the chat, my friend. Oh my gosh. So funny. But somebody had said, oh, it was Kathy from Travel Cake Trip. She says, is he lurking somewhere? Or maybe it was Nettie. One of them was talking about you. Saying hello to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Travel Yes We See, for giving people your link. Since I told people to go to your channel, I should have said that part, right? Okay, yeah. Go there and see their World America vlog. Totally different from the other vlogs that I have seen. I'm just like, okay, you captured the part I didn't see before. Whoop, whoop, Nettie. Okay, Travel Cake True says, "Oh my goodness, I caught a wedding proposal on the beach, up close and personal. Wow, that's huge. Uh, Fantabulous moment, and the seagulls charged at a plate of food and dressed up with a Facebook group as Mrs. Roper. How do you dress up as Mrs. Roper? Okay, yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I can't wait to see that. But wow, okay, Scotty J Troubles, I knew you were looking. Whoop, whoop. Okay, Scotty dropping the hearts. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you so much. Yes, you saw me looking at the clock. It's a thing, y'all. It's a thing. Missed everyone in the chat as well, especially the whoop whoop. I know. You know, when I'm away from this group, I start thinking about y'all during the weekend. You know, I kind of in my brain do like a memory replay of things that y'all have said and done. And then that makes me curious and want to go over and look at your channels. And this is how I end up bouncing all over the place. You know, honest to goodness, I have put all notifications on everybody's subscription that I have done, which makes me wonder how the heck the algorithm knows who to show me. Okay. It's kind of funny. It's like, and some of it's so timely, like when I feel really down, or not so much down, but a little bit stressed, you know, because this is YouTube streets right here, mean streets of YouTube. And sometimes you get a little bit stressed out, overwhelmed. I don't know what the word is, but when that happens, oddly enough, the algorithm shows me Coach Mean Reen. Coach Mean Reen is very inspirational. I love her. And I can watch her talk, which is unfortunate when I'm trying to do a vlog and just keep watching her. But she gives me like inspiration in her talks. And when she talks, she's got a vlog out right now where she talks about how people think YouTube is easy. Some people come in believing all that hype about, you know, I got monetized in 30 days and that. And she says, no, don't believe the hype, you know. And she starts talking to about what happens when you get burnt out or overwhelmed. What do? You know, you put out a vlog you worked on all weekend or all week, and nobody looks at it, and you're like, okay, what did I do wrong? And she says, no, don't think that. Don't think you did something wrong. You know, it's sometimes, and I've heard people say this on YouTube, sometimes it's timing, you know, because if you put out a vlog about World America at the same time that 20 other people put out a vlog about World America, that does not work. Especially if it's big channels. Yeah, you're going to be left in the dust. So don't take it personally. Jan, I might be a little behind, but just heard this morning that starting in 2026, if you're cruising in Europe, you will need a visa. What is Europe doing? What are we doing? I mean, you will need a visa. Oh my gosh, you know. And of course that happened before I got a chance to go there, because I don't know, it's always been Europe. That's a whole nother discussion that I barely remember from my travel training. Okay, that of what in the time that I have been a travel agent, it has changed a couple of times. Okay, the union and whatnot, and the word that I can't think of right now, explaining who is and what. Oh, so there you go. It's just going to get more confusing. Nettie, yep, she is 91, slowing down some, but still kicking it. Well, that's good. But, you know, at 91, she deserves to slow it down. I mean, oh my gosh, 91. Can you please drop your link, JJ's Adventure, by typing hashtag grow so we can subscribe to your channel. Thank you. And if anybody else can do it, that would be good too. You know, I know that the people with wrenches can drop links, and that's awesome. Denise says, Scotty, hashtag grow. Travel with Josie Ann. She says, I'm late. No, you aren't, sweetie. You are here before the after party, so you're doing great. Anybody who shows up before 11, I'm like, no, you're not late yet. Now, if you show up after 11 o'clock, that's a little bit late. But hello. Welcome to the chat, Josie Ann. Hello. And like I said, show your link. If you haven't showed your link, we have some new people in the chat that may want to connect with you. Like, for instance, what Corey's World is not new. This is not their first time here, but welcome to the chat, Corey's World. Greetings, Foodie. We were just talking about connecting to new people, but I know you've been here before. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. Okay, and we'll continue on. We had to have a visa for England, JJ's Adventure said, and Ireland on our upcoming cruise. So much going on, yeah. I got a bunch of people that are really confused too about the real ID, because that really kicked in this last month. Hey, we're in June, y'all. So uh, people in my own travel group, i.e. my family, don't have their real ID yet. So, and if you don't have a passport, you need a real ID on a cruise. Okay. The real ID and your birth certificate. It has to be the real ID. If you don't have a passport, if you have a passport, you can use the passport in place of the real ID. Most people don't know that, but a passport is actually more inclusive than the real ID. The real ID handles domestic travel. A passport handles all travel unless there's a visa involved. So there you go. There you go, Corey's World. Greetings. Okay. Josiane showing her link. Sherman, the after party starts at 11:01. Yeah. I don't play the music again, but yeah. I did want to show how far. Oh, I'm not that far away, y'all, from the bottom. Hey, look at that. No, I said that. Somebody started posting, y'all. Okay, we're at the bottom. So I'm going to show you a clip. And it's about the group trips, okay? So there you go. It's going to be awesome. And it is the one that Scott made. If you haven't seen this already, we go on group trips. Okay, group cruises. But this one is... Can you guys hear me? Okay, I love that. Cena says everyone should go on this cruise because YouTube will be shut down that week. Scott says no, he is coming live from the ship. So it may be shut down all except Scott, okay? Travel Yes We See says XL Class has the best granola at sea in Java Cafe, top tier and made fresh daily. I get to snack on all day. Good to know. Travel Yes We See. Come with us on the celebration, okay? February 2027. Most of us on here are going. You need to go. You need to go. Scotty, Scott, Sherman, me, Eddie, Sherry, and Cheryl and Jeremy. Everybody is going. There's so many people going. I can't even list. Oh yeah, and Carnival Cruise Addicts, Greg and Michelle. So many people going. You should come with us. Travel We See. Yes, we see. I can tell that you are fun. I want you to go. I want you to go. Okay, you guys. Well, and my outro is going to be another group cruise clip that I got from the FedEx guy. So we're getting up there. We're getting some good clips. I love the cruise clips, y'all. We need more cruise clips. Okay, that's all I can say. But you know that I'm just biased that way. So there we go. But it's been wonderful hanging out with y'all. You know, I've enjoyed this hour. I always enjoy this hour. It's wonderful. And how many people had showed up with more? At one point it said 21. I was like, wow, we got a crew coming in, y'all. Y'all are so awesome. But here's the thing. One thing that I want to say before I get off here. All week long, you guys pop in and you say hello. And some of y'all apologize for being late, apologize for working, whatever. Look, I'm just like so excited to see you. And I'm getting mushy. And the mushy guy isn't here. Ha! I wanted to talk about Defam Adventures today too, because I watched his channel this weekend as well. I watched a lot of stuff. This is why I did not finish my vlog. I gotta stop watching YouTube and start working on my vlog, y'all. If I'm ever gonna grow past 737. So funny. So thank you guys. Thank you for coming in. We got 2 minutes. I'm going to play Ryan's clip on the outro. But meanwhile, think about one of these group cruises that's going through, okay? That one says 2025. Did I do them backwards today, y'all? I think I did. I know, right? Did I do them backwards? Because this one says 2025. Let me look. Sheesh. Okay, I probably did. Let me do 2026 before we leave out here. Some of the things that I've been thinking about is, you know, this next cruise I'm going on, should I buy the drink package? Do you guys buy the drink package? I don't know. I don't really drink that much. And sometimes I feel like if you don't drink that much, you're just kind of wasting your money. But you know, you hate buying them one and one because then you realize how expensive they are. I mean, any way you look at it, it's just a lot of money. So maybe it's better that I just stay away from the liquor in general, start buying my hard cider and be done with it. You know? Anyway, so you guys, thank you for coming today. I'm going to show this clip and we're going to roll out. Thank you so much. Be sure to connect and grow. Here we go. I said that. I hope it's going to.
Are you ready to escape the everyday? Then mark your calendars for November 22nd, 2025, because you're cordially invited on the cruise of a lifetime. We're sailing on the brand new MSC World America, the first MSC ship built just for the U.S. market. This ship is massive, modern, and packed with next-level fun. We will be departing from Miami, Florida, and the first stop is Roatan, Honduras. Has a lot of lush rainforest, but trust me, the snorkeling is the best. Next up is Costa Maya, where you can explore Mayan ruins, or our favorite, a secluded, all-inclusive in the jungle. Next up, Cozumel, a true Caribbean classic with the beach clubs, or helmet diving. Last but not least, we stop in Ocean Cay, MSC's private island in the Bahamas with white sparkling sandy beaches and a lighthouse. And here's the best part, group rates are still way under current prices, but not for long, so make sure you act fast before these prices are gone. Cruise how you want, chill, explore, or go full throttle. Or hang out with Ryan and Melinda from PK Adventure Travels. We'll be right there with you having the time of our life. Book now and make Thanksgiving 2025 unforgettable. And we will see you on the scenic route.